What's up, you guys? Kirsty Snyder here alongside Daniel Comp, Bill Marler, and a special guest, as you can see in the corner. We are going to introduce him in just a moment. If you're catching the replay from teachabletuesdayreplays.com, please put replay in the comments below this YouTube video and then be intentionally present as we walk through things tonight. Congrats and welcome on being on the replay. We appreciate you. As we walk through things tonight, please take note for all of the resources that you have available at your fingertips because of the digital membership with JIFU. We are super excited to have you here. Congrats on being on the team. Congrats on being here on the replay. We're going to let everyone in now and get rocking and rolling. Thanks for being here. All right. I'm going to add everyone in when it lets me. There we go. Okay, everyone is flooding in now. When you guys can hear and see me, please put a 2 in the chat for me. Just drop a 2 for me. 222. Awesome. Okay, let me know what city, state, or what country you are tuning in from. Okay. We want to know where in the world you are because guess what? You can be making money right from your mobile device wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are including that in your content. Be sure to be saying that in your content often, okay? If that's a deal, drop deal in the chat for me, okay? Lots of comments coming in. We got Kansas in the house, Missouri, California, New York, Connecticut, Illinois, Utah, Vegas, love it. Chicago, Utah, lots of Utah, awesome. Massachusetts, what's up? We got Canada in the house. Where else you at? Let me know. Lots of Canada, love it. Georgia and Virginia, Alabama, Maryland, California, great. So let me ask you this first and foremost, because I love asking this question. You started inside of TFT, inside of JIFU for a reason. Yes, it was to make money. Yes, it was also to save money. And yes, tonight we're going to be talking about how to combine those two so that you know exactly what this digital membership covers, why it's important, and how to specifically use it to your extreme benefit. Because we aren't just making money. We're not just helping impact people. We are here to actually have you benefit from everything that you have inside of JIFU. If you're good with that, drop the word good. Okay. Now, and as always, make sure you guys are on mute for me. No background noise, especially for those on the replay. I appreciate it. How much over the next 30 days would you like to make? And instead of numbers this time, let's say how many sales. How many sales would you like to make over the next 30-day time frame? Drop me a number, let me know. Haley says 10, Dawn says 20. What else we got? Who else is out there being bold? 15, 10, 100, 20, 20, 20, 30, 15. Okay, cool. So I want to take an even number for you guys. Let's do 25. Okay, that's a good average for what you guys are commenting now. 25 what? Starter sales where you're making $20 each. Do you want to make 25 sales over the next 30 days? That's almost one a day at the global level. How would you show up in your business now if you knew that over the next 30 days, you had one sale a day? You know what I'm saying? And what can you be doing? Just like we talked about on Mindset Monday yesterday, what can you be doing every single day that matches that goal? Because your action has to match the goal, right? You can't just say, oh, I want a global sale. Yeah, you and everyone else. Is your action, your daily disciplines, your content, your production matching that goal? Only you can answer that, okay? So giving you guys a shout out to your goals, giving you a shout out to why you're here. I want you to walk through things tonight with us and our special guest because everything that you have is not just the ability to make money. It's not just to run the business from your phone. It's not just being able to impact more people, but it's actually using the benefit that you enrolled into. If you guys are good with that, drop the word yes for me, okay? Yep, exactly. Income producing activities. You got it. Good, good. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to dive right in. If you're on the replay, please put replay in the comments below if you haven't already. And then as I said at the beginning, be intentionally present as we walk through things. Daniel, you want to take it away?
Sure do, sure do. So what's great, guys, is we got a special guest here tonight, and we're going to be diving into kind of the core elements of your digital membership, which is the backbone of the funnel team, which is JIFU, which we couldn't be more excited about right now because we have some major momentum in the company with our team. We're starting to get some eyebrows raised. We're starting to get some attention from the peeps in the home office because of the job that we are doing. And we have some of those peeps here with us tonight. So I want to kick it over and introduce a guy by the name of Jim Dillon. Now, I refer to Jim as the man because he is literally the man. Anytime we as the funnel team need anything for our team, Jim is the guy to go get it done. So it doesn't matter if it's something technical, if it's a piece of information, if it's fixing someone who got placed wrong or whatever it is. He's a super, super, super reliable and supportive guy, and he's been our go-to guy for the funnel team since we got started. So it's really awesome to have him here with us tonight. So he's going to tell you a little bit about himself and also a little bit about how we got involved with JIFU and really where we're going with JIFU. And also that's going to lead us right into some of our core topics tonight. So Jim, awesome to have you here, my friend. Thank you for being here and taking time out of your day away from your family to hang out with the funnel team.
You bet. Thank you very much. And funnel team, hello, funnel team. Man, it's so excited to meet you and be a part of this Tuesday training. So yeah, let me just jump right in and I'll introduce myself and maybe jump into a little bit of tips and tricks that you guys can use and have at your fingertips that maybe you don't know about, and the value of what you have is so awesome. So okay, if it's okay, I'm going to share my screen and just maybe cover a couple slides, if that's okay. Let me try this here. And go to the top. How about now? Can you see
you're good.
All right. So this is just, I've taken a few slides from their normal presentation, and we are redoing the corporate presentation. Should be done very soon in many different languages, but the whole look and feel, just to know that that's coming. You should, and it'll be showing up in your web office underneath the resource library when we do announce that it's there. But yeah, you want to take this. I don't know, the funnel team, you guys have the master, presentations and the way the model that you use and follow. So you can disregard everything I'm saying, but I'm just going to jump right in and use some of the slides that we have with corporate. So JIFU, just to give a background, in case anyone wonders on this call, you still don't know yet. What is JIFU and where did you get that name? So JIFU is 2 characters. It is Chinese, even though the CEO, Brad Boyle, and myself and a few others in the company speak fluent Japanese. We happen to have lived there once in a long time ago. And I'll even tell you about how and why we even met. It does relate back to Japan. So JIFU actually is a Chinese word. And of course, it means abundant life, but it is 2 characters. And just a small little background behind that is that while the CEO, Brad Boyle, was consulting other companies, other MLM companies to go into China, which is where all of the MLMs always want to end up and go, because that just seems to, that's the mother lode, right? Is getting into China. So Brad has a lot of experience with import experts and setting up other companies in China. So as he was consulting a few other companies out of Dallas, Texas, he was there once trying to get these guys into China by going through the proper procedures. And so in that experience, and he's over there in China meeting with some bigwigs, he happens to meet with some investors. Some investors talk to Brad saying, hey, you know what? I don't like these guys who you're trying to represent, but I like you. So why don't we just do this ourselves? And he's like, no, I can't do that, conflict of interest. But then later, after his consulting contract ended with that company, a few years later, he goes back to those Chinese investors saying, hey, you want to kick some tires around? Because what were you talking about? And that's how it all got started, was them. And so that's why they came up with the name. It was these Chinese investors in Shanghai. So anyways, so to make a long story short, that relationship started out well, and then Brad bought them out, so they're not part of our company and they're not part of our investment team. Okay, so but we kept the name. We love the name, and anyways, that's a little bit of background there. Okay, so I'm not going to go over each person, but you probably already know and have reviewed who we are, what we do. Great leadership in this company, and I'm so honored to be a part of this team here that you see. So for me, what am I doing? What am I here for? So I'm the Vice President of Global Business Development, and part of my role is to support the leaders, to support Bill, Daniel, Christy, support them in helping them achieve their dreams, getting to be that diamond status. So I do actually spend most of my time supporting what I say VIPs are emeralds and above, diamonds and above. Okay, so let me just take one step back in time, just to show you, yes, I'm a family man. I have a wife, I have 4 kids, I'm happily married, and this is the love of my life. Everything I do for them. So you know where I'm coming from. I'm not just some, Wall Street day trader, hard-nosed, independent, single guy. No, I do have a family, and I love my family. So in case I don't respond to you at 10, 11, 12 at night, it's because I'd like to keep things in lane with my day job, right? So I help with supporting leaders, overall member services support. I am over member services, so anytime you are talking with them, if you have any problems, you come. It's going to escalate to me if it needs to be, or you can just come through Christy, Bill, and Daniel saying, hey, you know what? We got this answer from member services. I don't think that's right. Is this right? And I can confirm to you if it's right or not, and then I can go back to my team leaders and my directors saying, hey, this was a confusion. We need to clear it up quickly. So growth strategies, promotions, with the products coming out, what kind of packs we put together, with enrollments, with members, with member subscription fees per month. So that's sort of like I have my hand in some of those committees. And then of course, travel and leadership events. So part of the diamond trips, part of the incentive trips, because I love to travel. And that's why I'm here. So in my former life, traveling for another company, I would go around the world, and I've been to 15 different countries, and I was part of sales, as part of consulting. And some of that was in the MLM industry. I worked for a company, maybe you've heard of it, called Nu Skin. Happens to be in Utah. And while I was going to college, I just picked up a part-time job, worked my way up that little quick ladder before I graduated and moved on with my career. So, but in that 5-year period, I did get a lot of MLM experience, and I was in the legal department. So I was helping doing with the conduct review committee. So I was kicking people out as fast as they were coming in. It was really funny. So I was actually the bad guy at Nu Skin in the legal department. And then I later turned into competitive intelligence. So I was able to go out and research and study all the other MLM companies, their compensation plans, who was the best, what kind of competition we, Nu Skin, at the time was having. And so I'd write all these reports, and I would sign up with all the other companies and go to all these events of other companies. It was pretty fun as sort of a corporate spy. Anyway, so fast forward, went to Colorado and moved on with my career in information systems and worked in management in other companies. And while I was traveling the world, sort of just throwing up some travel slides because I love travel. So, well, as you look at that, I can just say that while I was traveling the world, a friend of mine who I had lived with in Japan, his name is Brad Boyle, our CEO, in Japan. We were missionaries for the church, and at age of 19, became friends, got transferred into the same apartment, and then he reached out to me. We've always stayed in touch ever since we've been back, which was many moons ago. And we stayed in touch, and he said, hey, I'm starting this JIFU company called JIFU. It has a travel portal. I really think we're onto something here, and I could use your help. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I mean, I've been part of the MLM industry. I'm already in Colorado. I got my gig. And he's like, no, really, I want you to join forces with me. And so I said, no, that's okay. And here's how it all came about. So he says, listen, if you're not gonna entertain my conversation, at least use my travel portal because you're already traveling. And I said, okay, yeah, sure, hand it over, right? So he gave me his username and password, and the next trip I was going on was going to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So I was going to Vietnam, and I always had a dream to get a hotel with a pool on top so I can swim and look over the city. I hadn't done that yet. So he gave me his username and password, and I looked on hotels.com, which is where I always go. And at this specific hotel, which is what I wanted to book, which is in a few weeks from then, it was $111 a night. And then when I went on to JIFU's travel platform, it was 45% lower. And I'm like, come on, this is too good to be true, right? So I took a chance because why not? And everything has to be, life is a chance. So I took a chance because what do I got to lose? I mean, I'm either going to save the money or I'm not. So I took a chance and I booked it, and it was $73. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see my confirmation back from the JIFU platform. Again, this is old. It looks much better than it does now. Looks better now than it does back then. But this was my confirmation, okay? And this was just coming out of COVID, by the way. And so here it says, hey, congratulations, $73. And by the way, you earned travel reward points. I'm like, oh, what's that? Okay, whatever. So Brad got the reward points of me traveling on his account. So anyways, so I went there, I did it. I went to this hotel, I checked in, it was flawless, it was seamless. I'm like, wow, that's too good to be true. So here I am on the right-hand side of your screen, swimming in that exact same swimming pool. And it was at that moment, I said to myself, while on a business trip, you know what? This is crazy. What is the secret sauce behind all this? I gotta know, okay? So at that moment, I decided when I get back home, I'm calling up Brad and I'm gonna say, okay, let's go back to that previous conversation of kicking tires and what we can do to join forces. So that's how it worked. So I got home, we talked, and he said, I need your help. And I said, you bet, because at that time, and still today, to this day, we have a very large Japanese group. We both happen to speak Japanese. We both went and lived there, and we've been back many times. So part of my role is, hey, I need your help to help take care of this big Japanese group we have. I'm like, yeah, you bet. So sort of like morphing that into my role here, which is the different types of leadership in life. And as you know, one of them is called servant leadership. If you don't know what that is, it's to help the leaders fulfill and reach their dreams, right? So as a leader, all I'm doing is just servant leadership. I'm just helping, because when the leaders of the company are achieving their dreams, then I can achieve my dreams, okay? So as part of my role is to go on incentive trips, is to be part of conventions and speak on stage and support some of the leaders who you're now seeing on the screen right now, okay? And so we have the diamond trip. We just went there in January. This is in Maui. So this is the diamond trip. So just think about this. In 1 year, we have 13 diamonds already. And they got to bring an extra person, friend, spouse, lover, whatever. Okay. But I'm just telling you and emphasizing the fact that we basically are going crazy right now with growth, because coming out of COVID, we're slowly figuring things out in 2022. 2023, boom. Other people got wind of this, other, leaders saying, hey, I like what I see, and I like the products, I like the travel platform, and they're coming in the door, and we're like, oh, wow, this is crazy. We need more help. So that's sort of, my role is now to go, and I don't know if you guys have watched any replays from the Berlin event, which was pretty much our first convention, speaking on stage there. And now here I am with you guys. So it was so fun to meet Bill, Daniel, and Kirsty on a Zoom one day. This is the first introduction we had, this picture is recent, but I'm just showing you an example of how much I love the leadership here in the funnel team. And so as we work together, we can really make this explode. And my goal here, being in Utah, by the way, that's where I'm domiciled, living in Utah. And my goal is to make US the biggest and best country, because if you've listened to our conference calls, when we have our once a month conference calls as corporate, we like to go over those, top countries, either the biggest, the most volume, the most excitement, and the most sponsorships. And you'll see that there's Germany, Italy, US. Germany, Italy, my goal is to make US number one, and I think we can do that because of the team we have here. So anyways, I just want to edify all three of the leaders on the call here. I personally got to meet and be with and enjoy the time and play with Kirsty and her husband in Cancun at the incentive trip that she quickly and rightfully qualified for. And Kirsty, that was amazing, you have to admit.
Yes, it was.
So, And then on the right-hand side of the screen is our head of education. His name is Manny Q, which you will get to hear from him soon someday, if not tonight. I can't remember if he was coming or not. So anyways, Manny Q is the head of education, and he is the master of the education platform, educators, and how all that works inside of the app and things like that. So, all right. I think that's it. I mean, I want to just pitch it back to Daniel, and then I can just go into a few tips and tricks. Free trial users, travel platform, things that you guys maybe could benefit from knowing that a lot of people actually don't know. And when I tell them, they're like, oh, okay, well, that changes things. So how about that?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Appreciate the overview. And again, thank you for being here. Now, I'm gonna make a claim right now, and I made this in our chat room on and WhatsApp there, that I'm already, we're only 4 months into this, but I'm already tired of seeing Germany at the top of the #1 countries in JIFU. So what do you think, guys? Funnel team, what do you guys think? By, the end of the year, or maybe first quarter in 2025, can we make USA the #1 company in JIFU? If so, comment USA down in the chat, guys. Let's get this done. We need to take out Italy. We need to take out Germany. Let's go make this happen, because nobody deserves this more than us. So let's go make it happen. All right. Love it. All those USA comments coming in. So real quick, Jim, before we get into travel, I do want to talk about the free memberships. I want to talk about kind of the differences that free trial members get compared to affiliates, and then maybe some hidden gems within the travel site that the average person might not know about. But before we get there, I really want to just kind of talk about the quick, amazing growth that JIFU has really experienced in the last couple of years, because 2022, $20 million for the year, and then just literally an explosion of growth in 2023 from 20 million up to 120 million. And kind of where we're headed right now. Like, what has you guys and, in the inside fired up about this? And, what are some things that you guys are really like focused on this year to really help, get it, to double that even more?
Yeah, great question. So taking one step back into last year, again, people started coming in the doors, and leaders started coming in the doors and bringing their groups with them, and it was just so great. But then, of course, to be honest, we weren't ready. It's like, oh no, we need more help. And so part of that is we were already planning on bringing on a few products. We don't want to have a million SKUs and be like those companies that that just keep putting out new products every single quarter. We want the main core products that help you live better and that help give people another opportunity to get volume, because you're going to have people out there that are volume-based, product-based people. They're like, hey, I don't travel enough, or I don't know education. I'm new to the Instagram, to educate. Like, wait till you just really get to know the education platform, which is incredible. So anyways, to get back to the products, so we want the best of the best. So what's really cool is our president, Kyle Copeland. I don't know if you've heard of a company called Jeunesse. Kyle was the president at Jeunesse, which has gone through crazy changes and wasn't doing well. And a lot of people are coming over from Jeunesse. Well, anyways, Kyle, we were so blessed and honored to have him on our team. He's amazing. But as he came over, he says, guys, listen, here's the top products that we're selling and have always sold in the industry, because he was Jeunesse president for 10 years, I think. And before that, he was at other companies. I think it's been, I want to say 15 years in the industry. So he helped us know, see, find, source, manufacture, price, SKU the products that we currently have, which are the best of the best. He's like, let me tell you, here's the best. This is what people want. This is what makes us feel good. And this is the best bang for the buck. So anyways, that's the product side of things. So again, if you don't have the products, if you haven't used the products, please order the products. Look at it. I'm going to hold up right now. I don't know if you can see it on the screen because of my camera. It's a little weird with my background. I've got the Live here. I take Live every single day. I got the Gen 3. Okay, sorry, there he goes, Gen 3. Okay, I take that every morning. I actually drink this hot, by the way. People think I'm weird, but I drink it hot. I don't know why, but a hot drink gets me going in the morning. So it works. Like, this stuff works. I feel good when I'm taking this, right? If it didn't work, I wouldn't do it. I always tell people that. If the compensation plan didn't work, don't do it. If the products aren't working, don't do it. If this didn't work, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing it, but it does work. If the travel platform didn't save me money, I wouldn't be here, but it does save me money, and I keep on using it because it saves me money. So, like, that's just sort of like how I was raised. Is like, if it works, great. If it doesn't, then stop doing it. So anyway, so excitement. The company is really in an explosive growth pattern right now. If you go to businessforhome.com, you can see all the MLMs out there. I believe there's I don't know what there's 677 MLMs around the world, right? From people in their garage all the way to the masses. And
JIFU ranked from 12th up to 4th in the momentum ranks too, which was awesome to see. So
yes,
rising up the ranks.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now. We went from 12th to 4th. Again, we went from a nobody to holy crap,
somebody.
Who's JIFU? Like, what? Yep. And why should I pay attention? And I'm not exaggerating. Every single week, I'm getting hit with people outside of our company in other companies asking me questions, saying, can I have a Zoom call? I want to know more because I saw so-and-so leave us and go to you. I want to find out, right? It's that FOMO. And so that's what I love, is being the center of attention, and the growth and the focus is now on JIFU. So anyways, we have, if you were to look at the top 25 leaders in this industry, we have like 8 of them, and they're still coming. So just last week, I had another phone call with a guy in Thailand. He's at another company, very big leader, several thousand people in his organization, and he's basically kicking tires to say, okay, what in the heck are you guys doing? Because I'm losing people to you guys. Or I've heard that so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so have joined JIFU. And of course, the radar goes off, like, whoa, what do they know that I don't know? And then we show
you can just point them towards the funnel team.
And then now I'm just gonna say, hey, you know what? Let me give you a link. It's the funnel team link. So, anyways, hopefully that answers.
So that's awesome, man. I mean, there's crazy momentum. We've shared that with the team before, but obviously it's great to hear it from the inside as well. And to be able to 500% growth year over year in any organization, any company, any business, whether it's, brick and mortar or online, is insane. So the growth that we have, guys, right now is just absolutely awesome. And I also really do like the fact that, we're not one of those companies that just pumping out new products left and right. The products that we have, whether it be just the travel, the education, the physical products, is a core select, really high level select group of products, which I think is great. And, we'll get to the wave in a minute, which is coming out soon. We've talked about that in our Facebook group a little bit, but Jim, let's circle over to travel, because I think a lot of the common questions that we get from our team, and I also get from a lot of leads, people that are looking at JIFU, what are some of the main differences with, when it comes to the travel site, between someone who's a free trial user versus somebody who's an affiliate? So, if you can kind of explain like differences there, so everybody can kind of understand that.
Okay, excellent. I will. Before I do that, I think this is funny and worth bringing up, but I want to let you know that yes, I take the Gen 3 and I take the Live every single day. I should be taking the Glow for the face cream, but my wife does. She loves it, and my wife is a connoisseur of facial products. And she's like, this is the best, right? And there's all the history you can read about later on the doctors who invented the formulas for the Glow. So I just have to think it's funny that my wife wrote me today about 2 hours ago, and she said, just ran out of the day cream Glow. I need more, please order. So anyways, that's a the G whiz for the day.
Just goes to show how good it is.
At the Dillon household, we are a product of the products. Okay. So yes, let's dive into the free trials. So I'll share my screen real fast, and I can just walk you through just an example. Okay. Scoot this over a little bit so I can see where it is. Come on. Over here. It's lagging on me. Come in. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming.
Yep, we got it.
Okay. Can let me go past this? Come on. I think I have too many things open on my computer. Okay, well, while it's loading, I will describe. So for those who don't know, who haven't used your free trial ability, it's incredible. So you have your link, right? You're giving your link out, the funnel team link, whatever the link you guys are using, right? And so as part of that is if someone comes in and they say, well, I don't want to sign up just yet, I want to try it out first. Great, try it out. Try out the travel portal first. So what happens is we have exclusive access to these databases around the world where all the hotels are getting dumped into and all the flights and all the extra inventory is being dumped into, right? And out of those same databases, I believe there's 52, out of those same databases is where people like, there's only two master companies that rule the industry, which is Expedia and Priceline. That's where they're getting their inventory from. All of a sudden, here's little JIFU being unable to pull out the exact same information or inventory. So they add margins and price, put it on their website. That's how they make money. We don't. We pass the savings straight on to you, right? That's the JIFU story the model that we play by. So we're getting it at the wholesale rates. We're passing it on to you, right? So there's that savings of what it would be if it was a retail price, okay? And so that savings, let's say it's 100% of the savings. So as a paying member, the paying member, gets 100% of the savings. So if the savings is $100 off, you're getting the $100 off, right? So if it's a $200 room and $100 off, you're getting that savings. Okay, whatever the savings is, you get 100% of that savings. As a free trial member, we're not going to give away the farm. We want to give them a little taste, but we're not going to give them all of the savings, right? Because otherwise, why would they sign up? We want to have the reasons why. Okay, you've had your trial. Now it's time to sign up. Okay, so
And Jim, just sorry to cut you off, just to confirm, that's anything that they book through the travel site. It's not just a hotel or whatever. It's hotels, flights, rentals, cruises, whatever.
Anything is from the database inventory, 100, whatever the savings is, 100% to the paying member. Now, free trial users are going to get 50% of the savings. So they're not going to get all the savings. Okay. So if it's $100 off, they're going to get $50 off, right? So the question in your mind is, what is JIFU doing with the other 50% of the savings? Ding, ding, ding. We're giving it back to you, the sponsor, whoever sponsors. So whatever they save, you earn. And that's truly what it is. So if they save 50 bucks, you earn 50 bucks. Now, how do we pay that to you? We pay it to you in points. Points are your travel reward points. Goes into your trip wallet. So on your portal, when you log in, you have at the top, My Account. You click on My Account, you can see your TRPs. We call them TRPs, travel reward points. Okay. So you earn points by traveling yourself. Anything you do, you get 1% of anything you do. You get 1% in travel reward points in your wallet. But where the golden nugget is the free trials. So you're handing out your link. People aren't signing up full paying yet, but they want to try it out. Great, try it out. Go to Vegas. Go on your next trip. Use my portal, right? And then 50% of the savings is what they're going to see on the discount. So they're going to save some money and they're happy, right? Now you're happy because you get the other 50% in travel reward points in your on your account in your travel portal. Okay, so you can now, how do you redeem those? How do you get those out? What are they used for? You can use those for future travel, of course. So it's just like a Delta program. You fly on Delta, you gain all your points. You can use those later to travel with. So you can travel with your points, or you can cash them out to your JIFU e-wallet, which is really cool. So when you're ready, and if you have $100 worth of points or more, then you can request them to be cashed out. When they cashed out, we reduce it off of your travel portal and we stick that money into your JIFU e-wallet. So then, of course, now that's cash. So that's real. That's real. Like, it's not just, oh, points are going to sit there forever. I'm not going to travel more than a few times per year. So therefore, I'm not going to be able to use this. And I can't give them out. You can't give points away. You can't say, give my points to her because I'm not going to travel. No. So they're going to be used for future travel, or what most people do is cash them out. So on the screen, let me see if I I can pull that up later. At the top of your portal, here, let me see. Will it let me advance my screen? Well,
And Jim, real quick, the 110% price guarantee, that's with free trial users and affiliates, correct?
no, I'm glad you asked that.
Oh,
That is
okay. All right.
only for paying affiliates. Yep. So
All right.
free trial user, that's another benefit. I'm glad you pointed this out. That the free trial user doesn't get, which is the 110% price guarantee. So, and most of you already know what that is, but if you find a price lower somewhere else on some other site and you book it on your JIFU portal and you take screenshots of what you did and what you booked, and you take the exact same apples to apples comparison on the other OTA, which is OTA is your online travel agency sites, your Expedias of the world. Okay, so you take your screenshots and you send those in. So at the top of your screen on the right-hand side, it says price guarantee. You click on that. It says, okay, here's all the rules, right? And so you send in within a 24-hour period, you send in all your screenshots. And if it is verified, then we will pay you 110% of the difference. So if the difference is $10, we'll pay you $11. If the difference is $100, we're paying you $110, okay, of the difference, okay? Normally, you won't use that feature. Why? Because we win. Because we don't claim to win all the time. We claim to win most of the time. So in my personal experience, I personally have won every single time. When I'm comparing it, I always open up hotels.com. I always open up Expedia, whatever, Orbitz, Kayak, whatever, just to see, okay, yep, cool, we're still winning, right? But I have received emails saying, hey, I'm seeing it's 10% lower on this site. And I said, okay, maybe they had an exclusive loss leader. They had some kind of program or some kind of, whatever the reason is. The cool thing is you always win because we'll pay you 110% of the difference. So, so you'll have to read through all the page full of the rules, because what you're going to see is, and I want to stress this, is you need to have it be apples to apples. You cannot compare a queen room to a king room. And most often, 80% of anything rejected is because they're comparing a refundable to a non-refundable. So obviously those are two different prices, right? Whether it be on our site or whether it be on other sites. Refundables cannot be compared to a non-refundable. So people send them in and they forgot to look, oh, that's a non-refundable, shoot. We're like, yeah, sorry. That's why we lost, if you want to call it that, on the price, because you booked a refundable, which is a little bit of a higher price. But the non-refundables in the entire industry are always going to be less because they're non-refundable. That's how they get you in. They want to solidify it. They're not going to give the money back, right? So I'm glad you brought that up. That's the price guarantee little spiel that I wanted to just emphasize, is it's got to be like for like. The name of the room has to be the exact same. The room, everything about the room. Non-smoking, whatever it is, if it is the exact same room, which is coming from the same database, but once in a while you do get some variations. You have the queen room with the hot tub in the back, and then the queen room without the hot tub, right? You can't compare those two. So anyways, have it be like for like, boom, you'll be rewarded, and then you can win that way. So now jumping forward into the free trial users. Here is a screenshot I pulled together the other day, which is showing you what you're going to see as a free trial user. So the free trial user does not get the price guarantee. If you notice at the top of the screen on the left-hand side, you do not see the word price guarantee. So this on the left-hand side of your screen is what a free trial user sees. On the right-hand side is what you should be seeing. It's a paying member, right? So you have your reward points at the top. You have your price guarantee, okay? And notice the options you have. So you get hotels, cruises, cars, flights, condos, activities, lifestyles. Okay, a free trial user is only going to get access to hotels, cars, activities, and transport lounge. Okay, so that's the first difference you're going to see, is we're not giving away everything. We're just going to let them taste it. And pretty much everyone, 92% of all bookings are hotels anyways. So I'm just telling you, it's going to be hotels. That's what people want. Rent-a-cars, great, awesome. I used the portal. I went to LA and I booked my rent-a-car and I saved $30 per day compared to other OTAs. So anyways, So this is your first difference. What is the difference? This is the difference. They see this on the left, you see this on the right. Okay, second difference. When you're in shopping on the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see the layout's exactly the same. The pricing is, the percent is different. So look at Las Vegas, Westgate, okay? Look at the percent. You're going to get 36% off on those Westgate in Las Vegas. Same hotels, same dates and everything, side by side. Look at what they're going to see. What is half of the savings? Half of 36 is 18. Ding, ding, ding. That's why I've circled it on the left-hand side of the screen. So that exact same hotel is 18% off to the free trial user. Now, notice, of course, we don't want to just leave them hanging. We want to bring that in. We want to funnel them into being a paid member. So I've circled the little piece there, right there. It says, save an extra $44, join JIFU. If they click on that, it routes them back into the sign-up process, still linked to their sponsor, which is you, because you gave it to them, and they, if join, become one of your downline. Excellent, awesome, that's what you want. Now, when they do that, they don't get you don't get the 50% of the savings anymore, right? So the downer is, oh no, they just converted to a paying member. Now I don't get all their, I don't get the half the savings. No, well, no, you don't need to focus on that. You want to focus on them being part of your downline. You just gained another member of your team, of the funnel team, right? That's where you're going to grow. Yeah, this is all just fluff right here. This is free trial users. Is just bait. Yes, try it. Yes, great. Come on in. You sure you don't want to save double? You sure you don't want to be part of this compensation plan, right? So that was just a little bit of a screenshot I wanted to show you guys is what they see and what you see. So
I think there's also some, we touched on this last week, so we don't have to dive too far into it, but I saw some really, really killer deals in the premium weeks, you know, basically like using other people's condos and rentals and stuff like that. Like there were some crazy deals in there. And then we even saw what I didn't even realize until I dove into it, but under, I think it's the lifestyle or activities, one of the two, where you can go buy restaurant gift cards for $12.50, like $100 gift card for $12, which is insane. Like, yep. I love how you guys are like making it stupid simple to travel, and especially if you're going to be traveling. And obviously, when you travel, it's not like you don't eat; you got to put food in your belly. So you're able to do that at a very significant discount, which is great.
Yep. And if Kirsty wants to even pipe in right now, I believe she was doing a little digging. Maybe it was yesterday on the restaurants and going through some of those gift card opportunities. It's crazy. I mean, Kirsty says to me yesterday, okay, this is crazy dumb, because why wouldn't I just load up on these to go out to dinner with my husband locally?
Yep. Guys, seriously, $12, $12 and change to have $100 to spend at a restaurant. $100. You get $100 gift card for $12.
Or for $25, you could take your family out to a $200 dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like,
double it up.
Like, hi, Christmas presents. Geez, like that it's just so sexy. You got to actually use the travel portal. Like what Jim is just talking about, the gift cards, it's under the lifestyle section in your travel portal, right under the travel section in your JIFU back office. You hit travel, you go to travel portal, you go to the right-hand side where it says lifestyle. Ta-da. Like it's just ridiculous. Eventually, because of your travel reward points, you can use travel reward points, redeem those, and get gift cards. We're talking gift cards to like Amazon, Walmart, things like that. So hi, groceries paid for eventually because you're using the travel portal, because you're actually using the benefits of what you purchased in your digital membership. Hello. It's like, duh, incredible. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So Jim, appreciate you explaining the differences between, affiliates versus, trial users. And I mean, it's a great incentive for the trial user to kick over and obviously, get the full benefit of the travel site. So appreciate that. And I want to shift gears and kind of go from travel over, which is basically how JIFU started, which is great. And then they started kind of expanding into bringing on health, and then bringing on wealth. And, we got a short amount of time to cover a lot of stuff. So we've already talked about on many different meetings before, we've talked a lot about some of the healthcare stuff, the Gen 3, the Live, the skincare and stuff. And obviously right now, the hot new thing that everybody's super, super excited about is the Wave energy drink. Obviously it's clean, it's all natural. We know it's going to obviously kind of take over by storm here. What has you guys super fired up about this energy drink? Now I know over in, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe over at the conference over in Germany, a lot of people got to try it, loved it. What is the feedback that you guys are seeing on that, and what has you guys excited about the Wave?
Yes, thank you. So, and I was able to try it, and it's incredible. So, I was actually part of the test team, because which flavor do you like best, right? So they're sending all these bottles, and they have these weird numbers on them that were like, not, what do you call it, third party, testing, like not even knowing what's in them. So they say, okay, pick the best one, and then we'll tell you what's in it. And that was really cool, because I try to subscribe to a very healthy lifestyle. I don't like tons of sugar. I don't like, so when they shared this with me, I'm testing these little cups worth of these tests, and it was like, whoa! I knew immediately that was loaded up with sugar, right? And then we had one that was like sort of watered down, like I couldn't taste any sweetness. And then there was one right in the middle, right? It's the whole Papa Bear, Baby Bear. Oh, this one's just right. And for me, it was perfect, because the one that I chose ended up being the one that we went with, which is stevia is the more natural, right, sweetener that we're. And in the perfect world, what we want to get to is to get to that monk fruit. I don't know if you guys have heard of that big craze right now. Craze is monk fruit in Mongolia, wherever it's harvested. It's lighter, sweeter, and tastes better. That's what we want to go to. But right now, hey, stevia is it. So again, very small list of ingredients, right? The more ingredients you see on the label, the more crap the red lights should go off in your head, like, okay, this is just loaded with junk, because I can't even pronounce some of this stuff, right? So we go with low list of ingredients. Stevia is the sweetener. Right now it's one flavor. That's all we need, and it's knocking everyone's socks off. And so again, in Berlin event was when we launched it on stage, as far as the ability to now buy it. Now we're putting it in it's part of the packs for signups. And so right now we're right now, I don't know if you guys follow us on social media, but have you seen just yesterday the actual video of it being manufactured? Because it took all these hurdles to jump through. I mean, just to get a product in manufacturing who's going to manufacture it, when, where, why, how, where's the source, and all that kind of stuff. It is so much work. But the good news is, finally, after weeks of hard labor, our product development department now has it in the cans, on the conveyor belts. And yesterday we saw the videos of it pumping them out in cases and putting them on pallets. And so anyways, it's coming, it's exciting, it's great. I've tried it, I tasted it, it feels great. It's light, it's refreshing, it's clean, and it's not heavily loaded with, 10 cups of sugar and 10 cups of caffeine and all that 5-hour energy crap.
Yeah, very, very low glycemic, which is awesome. But Jim, I'm probably very similar to you, where, plain and simple, like I don't like eating a lot of sugar. I don't like having all that. So I think have something that's naturally sweetened with stevia. Monk fruit is good. Erythritol is also great too. Those are also great natural sugar substitutes, which are low glycemic. So yeah. So again, so coming out of health, I want to shift gears into wealth and start talking about that. Also, is there caffeine in there? Do you know, or is it B vitamins that with the energy? It's probably B vitamins, I would imagine.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know a lot about this kind of stuff, but they said it's a natural source of caffeine. It's not artificial caffeine, but
it's no caffeine added.
No caffeine added. So whatever source they're getting it from that has that natural whatever, energy. So
Yeah, so it's probably natural B vitamins which provide that. So awesome stuff there. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen. I want to dive into some of the education here a little bit, because this is where JIFU is gaining a lot of notoriety, and especially, like, we were talking about before we went live here, is a lot of people. There's other businesses out there, and JIFU is kind of pulling in a lot of people from these other business opportunities out there because of this platform, which is now inside of JIFU. And I've dove into this a little bit, but I just want to hit a couple of high notes here for those of you guys that really want to expand your entrepreneurial portfolio. Like, this is the place to be. JIFU Live is where it's at. I know there was a lot of focus on this in Germany. I know folks like Manny, like the director of education, obviously talking a lot about where the direction of live is going. Just a couple highlights, and Jim, I know you can kind of confirm this here, but like what I've seen so far with the JIFU Connect app. So for those of you guys that are not dialed into this, if you are into trading, crypto, anything that you see here on your screen, what's great about this, when there's a live lesson that's about to happen, in other words, there's a training that, let's say, takes place at noon, you literally get, a notification on your phone, on your app that says, hey, live training lesson starting now, log in. And then you can do that, and you can literally follow these creators, whether you're learning about e-commerce, what we saw in the Insight call last week or a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, talking about like their e-commerce platform and how simple it really is. And you literally just follow along with the instructor and do exactly what they do. So they make it easy if you want to trade, if you want to do e-commerce, if you want to do financial investing. I mean, Jim, correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, you're basically just following along with these online trainers, and they're coaching you through the entire process. Very similar to what the funnel team does. We kind of walk you through a guided tour and basically show you, go here, do this, click here. It's kind of the same thing with this. We make it really stupid simple for you to expand and open up other income streams.
Yep, exactly. It's incredible what we have. So we've hired these educators, which are the top educators in their space. So we have the top. So like, our real estate educator is the #1 real estate agent in Southern California. Like, these crazy successful. So these are so we have different languages around the world, these top educators with social media, how to sell on Amazon, how to monetize social media, how to right, all these spaces, how to trade, foreign exchange trading. So all of this is incredible to have at your fingertips just for being a member, right? And so as you're walking through, they have 1 hour classes. Some of them have 2 per week, but most of them have 1 per week of these 1 hour classes, and says, okay, everyone, welcome to the JIFU classroom. It's just me and you, which is all the JIFU, right? So it's live sessions on the phone, in your car, wherever you want, or at home on your computer. But then what's cool is it's all recorded. So if you missed it, hey, just go back and watch yesterday's. Well, you can start over from the very beginning. What do I need to do in order to blank, in order to sell on Amazon, in order to trade foreign exchange, whatever, right? So what also is really cool about this is that we have what's going to be launched very soon, and I'm excited for our head of education, Manny Q, to come on and help explain some of this. But it's really cool to have the scanner. If you're familiar with trading, you have your scanner that's basically telling you the triggers of ups, downs, right? So we've identified ourselves. We're not any kind of brokerage in any means or sense of the word, but we're giving you the platform like that. Look at this, beautiful. You already pulled it up, the scanner, right? And the educators walk you through on what all of this means, what to watch out for. Kirsty, I don't know if you have a chance to scope the members of the call that we're on right now, but I just received a text from Manny Q, and he said if it's okay, he would like to join. And I don't know how much time. I mean, we're running out of time. We're up to the hour, and so maybe that we have to just postpone this. But if he wants to at least come in and say hi, or give us a quick Cliff Notes version of what he is working on and what the value that this has, instead of getting into the nitty gritty. Do you happen to see him?
Yeah, Manny's here. I just added him in.
Awesome. So Manny is a amazing friend of mine. He is an educator himself. He comes from the space, and that's the reason. I mean, like I said, we go after the best of the best. We don't want just some high school teacher of economics who's doing this for us. This is the best of the best. They are already successful and have a huge following, and now they're exclusively giving some of that in a classroom education format to us. So, Manny, if you're there, my friend, join us. Share your face, give us a quick introduction and a little bit about. We've been on the call for a while, Manny. Just to give you a heads up, so you don't have a lot of time, but give us the quick note version what this education platform is. And the team you're on here with, Manny, is the funnel team. They're all members. They're all ready to use this tools at their fingertips, and you are the head of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, can you guys all hear me and see me?
Yes.
Yep.
All righty, perfect. Well, first, Jim, thank you so much for welcoming me to the call. Hopefully everybody's good. If you can, just stop sharing your screen. And I want to thank you guys so much for having me on this call with all of you guys tonight. I apologize for my lateness. Okay, truth be told, I am actually flying out to New York tomorrow morning. I'm about to have my fourth daughter, and my oldest is going to be 16. So we're getting ready to have her sweet 16. I'm actually flying out to New York tomorrow. I was packing my bags, and time just completely slipped my mind. So I'm so sorry about that. But what's going on, everybody? How's everybody feeling tonight? Hopefully you guys were in good hands with Jim over here in the funnel team. How are you? Good to finally meet you. Good to see you. I heard great things about all of you guys. All righty. So I know I don't have much time, but let me kind of give you guys a little bit of an introduction as to who I am and a little bit about our vision and what we're doing over here in JIFU. Now, just so you guys know a little bit about me, I'm 36 years old. I have been in the home-based business space for about 11 years. I started as a home-based business professional at the age of 25. I was able to quickly find my footing. I built on an affiliate side. I built several teams into the tens of thousands. I've entered the Hall of Fame with GoPro and Eric Worre, and all that great stuff when it comes to home-based business. I'm a really true advocate for the industry, and I know all of you guys are in the industry. That's why we're on this call. But sometimes I really do like to drop that reminder of like how important our industry is, especially in the space that we're getting into, which is digital education, because digital education is really where I have excelled over the last 10 years. It has transformed my life. It's transformed my finances. It's transformed me in several different areas. All I know is digital education and home-based business. In my previous company, we were able to get over 410,000 active members. We were generating over $1 billion in revenue for the company. We did really good with that company. We had reps, distributors in 150 countries around the world. We were doing education in over 18 different languages. And we did some really great stuff. And I'm very proud of what we did and what we've accomplished. And we've sold out big arenas and stadiums. I spoke in front of great big stadiums doing everything that we're doing. So I'm very proud of that. And I had an opportunity about 8 months ago to be able to actually partner with this company over here at JIFU. Now, I was somebody that in the company that I was in the position that I was in, I was already making great money. So I want you guys all to know I was already making great money. And when the opportunity, it was somebody that I trust and I respect dearly for many years that said, hey, Manny, you really need to take a look at JIFU. And I said, I wanted to know a little bit more about JIFU. I seen JIFU as travel. I seen the health stuff was getting built up. I seen the great affiliates that were here. And I really love that. I love the product offering, the pricing, the flexibility. So from a network marketing standpoint, I was like, wow, this company is very attractive. And the company makes a lot of sense. Great comp plan, great trips. Everything is really good. Right. So I said, okay, what are we doing on the wealth side? What are we doing on the educational side? And they said, well, listen, it's really brand new. So I said, okay. I said, what we're going to do is I said, just fly me out, introduce me to the CEO, the president. I want to be able to meet the people that actually run the company. I want to see the minds behind the people who are here inside of the company. I want to make sure that our visions mesh, because in this industry of home-based business, it already gets scrutinized a lot, and education can get scrutinized. So we're going to be able to put together an educational program. We have to make sure it's not perfect now at this point. We're building it up, but what this education program is and what it can be is going to be something that I want to be able to shake every single company to their core. I know all the competitors, I know all the rivals, I know all the CEOs. They all try to buy me out. They all try to do all this great stuff and all that great stuff. And I got to be quite honest, like everybody's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I wanted to make sure that we were going to do something different. But most importantly, I wanted to make sure that we were going to do something impactful. You see, myself, my team, I can't say any income claims, but we have had amazing transformations. And I've seen under proper leadership what digital education and real estate, finance, Forex, cryptocurrency, e-commerce, I've seen what that can do for people's lives, because there are so many people right now that are literally sitting home. They want to be an entrepreneur. We're in a economy that's failing globally. There is something right now called structural unemployment. I think you guys all know what that is. And if you don't know what that is, it just means that the human population is growing at an exponential rate. And then the advancements in technology is also growing at an exponential rate. Actually, about 2 weeks ago, I did a study and I presented it to the company. And I was looking at MarketWatch and I was looking at WEF, which is the World Economic Forum. And WEF was saying that by 2030, over 60 million jobs are going to be impacted by AI. And then in 10 years from now, we can have up to 2/3 of the entire workforce around the world where their industry is going to get disrupted by AI and robotics. So they're estimating that roughly 350 million jobs in the next 10 years can get replaced by artificial intelligence and AI. And you have to think about the everyday person when we're talking about education. Like, why are we even building education? Why get involved in education? I need you guys to understand how near and dear this is to my heart. And I want you guys to hold on to this. There are so many of us that are working, and we know people, great people, working moms, working dads, single family people. We know all these people. They're working hard. They're busting their tail. Not everybody knows how to sell. Not everybody knows how to get in front of a stage. Not everybody knows how to be an affiliate. But you know what? Somebody may, from the comfort of their home, may want to get involved in the foreign exchange market. Some people, maybe from the comfort of the home, they actually want to get involved in the crypto portfolio market and in the crypto market and build a digital portfolio, get into the NFTs. Maybe some people want to be able to get involved in e-commerce. Look at e-commerce right now. 83% of the entire world, 83% of the entire global population, according to direct consumer campaigns, 83% of the entire planet is actually shopping from home. So that means almost 83% of everybody on the Zoom has shopped from home. Now, if anybody, I'm just going to create an example. Has anybody here ever purchased something from online? Have you ever went on Instagram, Facebook, Google, anything? If you have, just type a 1 for me in the chat box. This is a social experiment, right? Just type a 1. You guys can get involved, right? See? So now, did you know, according to the direct consumer campaigns, you guys can look this up and I'll get the articles. I'll send it to Jim. That roughly 70% of people that are shopping from home are not even shopping directly from the manufacturer. They're going from a middleman who is making money in the e-commerce space. So think about that. If 83% of the world is shopping online, but 70% of people are not even buying direct from manufacturer, that means that there's somebody in the middle that's making money. And if there's somebody that's in the middle making money, why is it not you? Why can't it be somebody that we know from home, learning how to generate an ad, a Facebook ad, something, put some stuff together and go set up an Amazon shop, go set up a TikTok shop, go set up a Shopify shop. So that way they can earn commissions, you know? So this is why it's pardon me, I'm so sorry. But
Manny,
this is,
sorry.
No,
I just want to jump in here. Like what you're covering is awesome, man. You're fire. I love the energy. Right before you jumped in, we went through kind of like the whole platform. We looked at the scanner. We were looking at all the different elements of the live trading platform, which is freaking awesome. Unfortunately, we are coming up on a time crunch here. Can you give us like what are your 3 biggest takeaways that you want everybody to know so they can put in their pocket and they can use for the educational pieces here? What are your 3 biggest takeaways that you want people to know that are going to take this whole thing to the next level?
Yes, absolutely. That is great. And I definitely understand the time constraints there. So one thing that I want everybody to know, pardon me, I was just kind of moving on over here. One thing that I want everybody to know is one, the educators that we are partnered with are all vetted and they are really exceptional at what they do. From John Guaman on our cryptocurrency side, if you look at him, you look at his projects, they're phenomenal. Araceli, Myra, they built a female community of over 1,000 women doing e-com, creating six-figure shops from home. You look at our day trading side in our Forex University, most of those guys are managers, fund managers, or have very, very large personal accounts. So one, I would say is that if you want to take away, know that the educators are extremely credible here. Two, the second big thing that I would take away is that if you're going to decide to do this, really decide to go all in and be a product of a product and really be a student, right? A great master was once a great student. So you have to know how to definitely plug in. And three, I would say the third thing to take away from this is, I would really say utilization. I'm more than willing to get on here, schedule more calls with you guys. We can introduce you guys to the systems. We have new academies getting developed, new courses getting developed. We have new scanners getting ready to get developed, and get ready also for the brand new Market Ideas app that we're getting ready to publish. So you guys are going to hear it first. All right, we're getting ready to publish this next week. You guys are going to get it free for the entire month of June. We are making big leaps in innovation and technology to help each and every single one of you guys excel in the markets. And we're really, really excited about that. So definitely plug in. Know that we have great services over here. We have a great team that is here. We have a lot of more great things that are coming. And hopefully we can schedule some more Zooms and I can get on here and showcase more and train more and help you guys really get to where you want to be in the educational space.
Yeah, I would appreciate that, man. I think looking forward, it would be awesome to bring you back and really kind of do like a full spectrum scope of everything on the live platform. I know our people are really excited. We have some people that are taking some of the Forex training. I know we've had people talk about some of the financial literacy stuff. I loved what we saw a couple of weeks ago when you were on Insight and you you introduced, the girls that were doing the e-commerce and how really, I never realized how simple it actually was, but basically just following along and basically doing what these trainers are showing you how to do. So I'm really excited about that. I know everybody here is really excited about that. We'll definitely bring you back and slam it down again, but we do got to unfortunately wrap this up. Congratulations on your on everything you got going on there. Super awesome to have you here, Jim. Super awesome to have you here. Thank you guys both for taking time out of your evening, and obviously Funnel Team, thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. As I stated before, we are taking out Germany. They're going down. If any of the Germans watch this, we're coming for you. But we in the US here are going to crush it out. And hopefully by the end of this year or Q1 in 2025, we're going to be slamming it down. So Kirsty, if you're good, we're going to rock and roll, guys, and close this out. Make sure you guys head on over to the Facebook group, drop some feedback in there from what you guys got tonight. Go hit that common thread in the pinned announcements at the top of the page. Otherwise, if you didn't catch all of this, stay tuned over at teachabletuesdayreplays.com for the full replay. Otherwise, guys, appreciate you being here. Jim, again, thank you. Manny, thank you again. Kirsty, Bill, everybody else, you guys are awesome. We love you. And we will see you guys in the group really, really soon. Have an amazing night.
You bet.
Have a good one,
everyone.
guys.